This video does not intend to insult or hurt the feelings of Muslims, but its purpose is to show that apostates are human who have feelings and must be given the right to express themselves against their former religion without fear of facing persecution or harm. You must strive to find your own voice, because the longer you wait to begin, the less likely you are to find it at all. Thoreau said most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Don't be resigned to that. Break out. Do not kill or subject anyone to violence for religion, for you do not know for sure, and no true religion would ask this of you. The whole problem with the world is that fools and fanatics are always so certain of themselves, and the wiser people so full of doubts. Bertrand Russell. As for respect, honor, and peace, the respectable remain respectable, the honorable remain honorable, and the peaceful remain peaceful. And does it not suffice in the sight of God who they are? Just when you think you know something, you have to look at it in another way, even though it may seem silly or wrong. You must try. Now, we all have a great need for acceptance, but you must trust that your beliefs are unique, your own, even though others may think them odd or unpopular. Even though the herd may go, that's bad. Robert Frost said, two roads diverged in the wood, and I took the one less traveled by. And that has made all the difference. So carpe diem, seize the day, make your lives extraordinary. Hello, greetings, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Thank you for joining me. Last night I made a mistake in my live stream, or I couldn't understand, must be some low comprehension, or I was very tired. See, I can't even talk properly. I have to struggle. See my voice changing, and because of that, I could not understand the hindrance in oaths. Those people who now I understand that it's very easy, but sometimes my mind goes confused, and why this happens, I have to understand. So I told myself I wanted to come online, but I didn't have the energy. Um, so I told myself it's not the end of the world. You've made a mistake. You may, people may think uh, something of you, nothing of you, or mistake making machine of you, but it's not the end of the world. It's okay to make mistakes. It's not a crime. And you would say, this is the Quran. Well, even Prophet Muhammad made a mistake on someone's life, making him his son, adopted son. You know who I'm talking about by now, for sure, Zed. Uh, so, so then God sent a revelation and changed it. So this very easy part where I forgot seeing the evil. I forget that there is evil in the world. What hindrance? So, the mind was perhaps somewhere on Abu Bakr oaths. So he may have. So why did I not forget? There must be a reason behind it. We make mistakes. There are coincidences, and it leads to something other. So in one thing we make a mistake, but please don't compare me to that. I have compared myself, but I like just to show you that even a prophet like Muhammad can make a mistake. So this will now increase many people in disbelief about me. So it's not the end of the world. Thank God. I mean, I haven't made such a blunder. Yes, so I am. Uh, it may sound sarcastic, but really to ponder over this about the mistake he made adopting Zed. Um, so it's very difficult. You see, Abu Bakr also was always, you know, this thing on his oaths. He would never break his oaths. So this mistake I've made here, uh, and you cannot even, I'll go to that ayat, but right now, where am I? You cannot dispute with him. You see, he thinks that anyone who asked him, what did you see? Because there he said in Surah Najm, this is Surah Najm ayat, please open the ayat, 12. So if I make a mistake, you correct me. But remember, I'm a learner and I make these mistakes like, in my life, something happened to me. My instincts somehow did not um, help me and even practice. So if I practice, prepare, maybe, but I can't do that. I can't prepare my live streams. So he makes a mistake here. No, no, sorry. See, again, a mistake by me. He doesn't like uh, his companions to ask him or anyone there what he saw. He thinks people are argumentative, which I also know what kind of people, about your age, they will say something very argumentative, like the year you were born and your age. And I've had these people, I've known them, argumentative, unnecessarily on stupid things about my age, about my year of birth, argumentative. So this, he thinks he's showing us that his companions, Sahabas, are disputing with him. If they would just be still, but what his Allah says here that have you whether seen, heard, or um, considered Lat, Manat, and Uzza, right? Now this is something that will create a lot of hatred for me by the Muslims. Sorry, but it's not like sorry here. Sorry, I'm just covering the curtain. Here, I've just gotten up and settling down again. So the thing is that things are upside down, it seems. Uh, so from God knows where the world, people upside down, people using religion to exploit people, others, the Creator, in the name of the Creator. And I would not trust anyone. So not many people. But let me tell you, I went to London. I studied law. I was alone there in London. But I don't think my father would send me to Iran alone or Iraq to study in Qom, maybe as a student, but it's not that easy to live there. Uh, I wouldn't go there alone to Iran or Iraq, you know. So Britishers did not hurt me or harass me or touch me, even in a jam-packed tube station, train, things like that. So we've lived in London, and we know what the Britishers are like. That's why my father could, with a you know very restful mind and heart, send me to London to study law later. Then it all depends on me whether living in a permissive society, what I want to do. But there, at least, these things that we have in Pakistan or in some Muslim countries, I've heard, like harassment and touching, this is not there in London. Another thing is, but like I was told not to go to areas where uh, the Asians are, because there then recently, some years back, a cousin of mine went and she said that you have to be careful. So that's a shame in the UK. That some places where there are Asians, you can get harassed and all this, and it's not safe in those areas now. In UK also, Britain, like we have heard on YouTube. I heard grooming takes place and all this. So yes, I can trust London. Yeah, I can trust London. So no one to trust. No, I can trust London. Londoners. Okay, so I apologize for that sweeping statement, generalizing. Um, will you dispute with him? So, like that, the title is a little do and not will you. But, anyways, I hope you overlook that. It's not the end of the world. I can come here if I'm alive. I don't lose my life. In a frenzy also, because morning I'm getting up in a frenzy. There's like bootsawar. Bootsawar, they say like, some rebellious spirit in my head. I could see it early morning. I mean, upon waking up, and this happens to me, that I'm very tired, and there's this evil spirit inside my head, very messed up, trying to make me cheap, wild. I could feel it. So it's still ongoing. So please bear with me as I make mistakes. So, like we have people who argue on little things. Uh, I think he has a problem here. Um, he thinks his companions on little things and his Allah. So if Allah comes and tells us or sends His words, then we have to. But how can we believe that this is Allah and not Shaitan? So we don't know that the Shias and the Sunnis have worked out for us. So the Shia Sunnis have worked out, Muslims have worked out unanimously that this Allah is not Shaitan, Shaitan is Shaitan. This and then the ayat yesterday. Oh, last night on live stream, I made a mistake. I could not understand it. What's this? I think, you could give me the benefit of the doubt. Where is it? That you made hindrances, oaths, hindrances. Where is it? Surah Tawbah? No. See, I make these mistakes. I'm not well, but I had to come here. compelled. My life. Okay, there is some sinister energy here who wants to badnaam me, make me. So there will be some mess up here. I'm not free from shaitan, unfortunately, right? So please bear with me as I make mistakes. And then you check yourself. You check yourself. So Surah Baqarah. Uh, and here today, I may be making more mistakes than usual, even. So it's going to be really frustrating. I know life is, for me, very frustrating. I didn't want to make it frustrating for anyone, but I'm sorry it has to be like this here. And my education, they wanted me to lag behind and all this. Do not swear by Allah in your oaths if they are intended to hinder you. Okay, it's like, I understand now. Oh, they're taking oaths to hinder people if it hinders your, like, for example, my father got officially he was married, but this was an official wife. But then he swore on my head. He said he wanted to save me. At that time, I wasn't prepared, but someone had blurted out that my father, a guest in the house, had blurted out that my father's married. As usual, this person, my uncle's wife from Dubai, came to Karachi and कर लिया. So then my father came and he put his head on my head that he has not been married to this woman that whose name we didn't know. We didn't know where she came from, and that was for my father to know, not for us. He put his hand on my head, and he said, "I swear." So do not make your oaths to lie to your children and or to someone, anyone. You know. So do not swear by Allah in your oaths. Allah ki kasam, maine ye nahi, lying. And if they are intended to hinder you, if I just took off my glasses here, if they are intended to hinder you from virtue, piety, and promoting the good of mankind. Now you see, Abu Bakr had said this, so that he never breaks oaths, and Aisha, Aisha, Surah Tahrim. So he was like, I think he's after them like anything. You see, Abu Bakr, we are told in the Sunni sources, says that he's trying to work out that. So these confusions will come, and I will come to correct myself wherever I'm wrong. And I don't understand a simple word. Now, this has happened. Abu Bakr had never broken his oaths till Allah revealed the expiation for the oaths. Then he said, not Allah, of course, he said, if I take an oath, he's trying to work it out, to do something, and later on I find someone else better than the first one, then I do what is better and make expiation for my oath. So, you know, this happens. This happened. Happens? No, happened. This poor guy got confused. Like I got confused. How would you swear by Allah and lie? Make a hindrance, or what is this? That they are using oaths to make peace. But I got the verse wrong. That verse in Surah Baqarah, verse 2 to 4. So I apologize greatly last night in my live stream about that. Correcting myself. No matter how many mistakes I make, I'm shameless. I will come here. But one thing I know for sure, that he's at least one thing I know, that I'm in such a confusion. I don't know where my head is and where my I'm in such a confusion. So this you can see, shaitan is right here. You would say that there's some maybe you would blame it on the जादूगर, हिंदू जादूगर तंत्र मंत्र कर रहा है. That's what I also think. Some of these Hindus, they cannot be trusted. An astrologer came and wanted so much money. I didn't have that much money. Maybe a Londoner, Britisher would not come like that to me here and tell me that, right? So, अल्लाह बेचारी पॉलिटिक्स तो काली योग में है, ये झूठे मक्कार हो गए हैं. ये ऐसे ना हिंदू जादूगर है, अल्लाह बेचारे वो रामचंद्र को भी लोगों ने जादूगर के पास तुम लोग जा रहे हो. मेरी माँ जाती थी ना रामचंद्र सिंधी इन खारादर कपड़ा मार्केट, आई थिंक उनकी ऑफिस होती थी. तो अल्लाह वो जादूगर नहीं था, वो बहुत अच्छा था एस्ट्रोलॉजर. कराची में सिंध बहुत साफ था. मेरी माँ को बोला आओ आओ देखो मेरे पास हजरत अब्बास का अल्लाह में. और वो बहुत उसने कहा था कि जब तक मैं ज़िंदा हूँ बाबू यानी योर हस्बैंड विल नॉट गेट मैरिड टू अनदर. उस उनको मेरी माँ को वो देता था दिलासे बिकॉज़ यू सी दिस मदर इन लॉ हैड मेड माय मदर सो स्केयर्ड एंड हर जेठ राइट द ओल्डेस्ट ब्रदर इन लॉ वो कहते थे ऐसे हम लोग बाबू की दूसरी शादी कराएंगे. I remember my grandparents, her mother and father's house in Karachi. They used to come, my grandmother and my father's eldest brother. तो ऐसा ना वो उसको डराते थे और बच्चे तुम्हारे ले जाएंगे. We will take your children away. Grandmother used to say. हाँ, her mother-in-law, my mother's. ऐसे ऐसे मजाक करते थे उसको डराते थे. टॉर्चर भी किया था वैसे बचपन में. 13 when she was 13 years old she came to this family married to my father. तो और क्या पॉइंट है कि ऐसा होता है पूरा फैमिली का निकला है ना गंध. मैंने निकाला है ब्लैक शीप ऑफ द फैमिली. अभी ये ठका दे दिया इसको इनको अबू बकर को दे दिया इसने इन्होंने. So sorry my I can. So narrated by Abu Huraira. Where's that 626? Narrated by Abu Huraira. Allah's apostle said, no, if Khusro is ruined, there will be no Khusro after him. So 622. Allah's apostle said, anyone who takes an oath through which his family may be harmed and insists on keeping it. तो देखिए अभी जैसे अबू बकर ने कहा कि आई टेक अ ओथ. वो बेचारा क्यों ऐसे ओथ है. एनीवेज चले बेचारा भी नहीं है. ही इज़ वेरी नॉलेजेबल आइडल वर्शिपर. कुरैश से था यहाँ. एनीवेज कहाँ से भी था क्लैन. तो वो आई विल प्रोटेक्ट माय फैमिली. एंड देन व्हाट हैपेंड इज दिस मैन केम एंड सेड आई वांट योर डॉटर. एंड रिमेंबर इन सूरह Ahzab, verse 36, you cannot say no to him. We were told that this poor man was trapped, Allah's apostle, right? So, by Abu Bakr to marry his daughter. But what if now you turn the tables around? That's how you say it, right? You take Surah Ahzab and you see what he has said. That Allah has decided. People are getting dreams. Aisha got a dream. Safiya bint Huyay got a dream that she's marrying the moon. No, sorry, the moon has fallen. What I mean, marrying the moon. Like the moon has fallen. Sorry, on her lap or something like that. And um, so these things we are told in the hadiths कि उनको ख्वाब आ रहे हैं कि इनकी प्रॉफिट मोहम्मद से शादी होगी. और बेचारे हिंदू पेगन आइडल वर्शिपर्स जादूगर हैं और इन पे आ रहा है ना. तो आस्ते आस्ते ये लोग तो समझेंगे कि देखिए, बच्चों को भी अगर आप बोलते रहें कि ये गलत है, ये नजिस है, ये है, तो वो अ, बस फिर ये हाल हुआ इंडिया का आज कि चोर भी हैं, चक्के भी हैं, ये भी हैं, वो भी हैं, राइट? तो ख़त्म हो गए अ, हिंदूज़, मोरल ख़त्म हो गया इनका। इनके दिमाग में एक तो सबकॉन्शियस माइंड में, अनकॉन्शियस माइंड में ये भी हो सकता है कि हम लोग अच्छे नहीं हैं। हो सकता है, पता नहीं कुछ तो यू नो चोर बाज़ार है एक इंडिया में और ऐसा और ट्रस्ट नहीं कर सकते कि कौन इतना नॉलेज इनके पास है कि ये लोग अ, जादू भी कर सकते हैं। लेफ्ट साइड, राइट साइड को अ, ज़ख्मी भी कर सकते हैं स्पिरिचुअली ऐसे ऐसा नॉलेज है इनके पास, हिंदुओं के पास। तो पहले तो शक हिंदुओं के पास जाएगा ना कि अगर मुझ पे जादू हुआ है, तो अभी देखें हारिस सुल्तान का मैं वो सुन रही थी सलमान रुश्दी के बारे में तो आया कि एक कमेंट आया किसी के थ्रू, पता नहीं कौन था वो नाम मैं भूल आई मीन आई डोंट रिमेंबर द नेम तो बोला कि किसने तुम्हें थ्रेट किया है कि काऊ को अगर तुम खाओगे इफ़ यू ईट द काऊ और बीफ इफ़ यू ईट बीफ देन वी विल किल यू। तो उन्होंने कहा कोई संजय ने मुझे थ्रेट किया है और ये क्या है ना, तो आखिर क्यों इंडिया में चलें थ्रेट किया, थ्रेट तो करना नहीं चाहिए था इनको, हारिस सुल्तान को। एक ये पॉइंट है, अगर मैं मुझे प्लीज़ डोंट मिसअंडरस्टैंड मी, एक तो हिंदुओं को थ्रेट नहीं करना चाहिए था, लेकिन जायज़ है कि उनके इंडिया में गाय एक लिविंग एनिमल है, जो माता जी इनकी माँ है और दूसरे भी लाइक हैं जो वर्शिप करते हैं गाय को, तो पता नहीं कौन ये एक नाम नहीं आ रहा है शायद नहीं। एक तो एक गा गा सम गा डू दे वर्शिप द काऊ गाय गा समथिंग लाइक दिस ओके। सो प्लीज़ तो नहीं लेकिन वो नहीं करना चाहिए था थ्रेट हारिस सुल्तान को, संजय कोई that if you have the beef we will kill you, right? But here it's like he's a religious figure, public he is, was, and will be until they're Muslims. So he should realize that he is susceptible. People will question him. He's not only the Muslim. I mean, I am a former Muslim. I questioned my religion. I questioned Imam Hussein. I questioned Imam Sajjad. Like that, step by step. So he's a religious figure and he needs to understand, and the Muslims need to understand that he will be questioned. रिस्पेक्ट की बात अब आप छोड़ दें अभी, बिकॉज़ ये तो उनको ब्लेम कर रहा है ऐसा कि रिस्पेक्ट क्या अब रिस्पेक्ट क्या? सो नाउ यू सी रिस्पेक्ट छोड़ें और ये पब्लिक फिगर है and he will be seen through the eyes of doubtful people. Like Abhi, if you tell me go straight to Hinduism and wo Bhagavad Gita, you see here we have been ये एक बड़ा giant ये जो है ना words नहीं आ रहे I can't get words. This person deceived you can see what he has done to us. Now, I'm not perfect. Sometimes it happens that allergy bhi hai. You know, allergy mein, I just took yesterday a allergy pill because I have having a lot of itchy feeling, needles and pins. and all this, right? So बाबा मंकी पॉक्स नहीं है लेकिन इतना itching है कि हद से ज़्यादा भर गया है. So I had to have an anti-allergy antihistamine, and in that I know because since college I know that you get confused, like that. And when you have confusion, but और भी चीज़ें होती हैं with allergies, इंसान पागल हो जाता है itching, itching, itching. And the baldness hair is growing, so there's an itching feeling because the hair that fell, a lot of hair fell from my head. And when that hair is growing, you get that feeling, right? So a lot of itching and confusion, but it's not the end of. I will still come and until I'm alive to correct myself. From trial and error, we learn. So nothing to be ashamed of. And a simple ayat I could not understand. Do you see how confused I became? You can see from my live stream. Very easy. And the oath word I was spelling as AOTH. Ab mera mind pas khatam. Like I needed a break. But I went on. I apologize for that. And I correct myself that I did not take a break. Anyone who takes an oath through which his family may be harmed and insists on keeping it, he surely commits a sin greater. So हम generally अबू बकर को हिट किया है इन्होंने और अबू बकर की बेटी ने क्या किया सूरह तहरीम में हमें बताया गया है क्या किया इनको अनॉय किया इनको ओथ लेना पड़ा he had to take an oath और अबू बकर की बेटी से शादी की है so leave what the Shia say that he was trapped by Abu Bakr. We will, you know why? Because there's a basis on that why I'm saying leave the Shias. That Abu Bakr trapped him. Because in Surah Ahzab, verse 36, Zainab bin Joshua, look at this. All believers. It is not for a believer, man or woman, when Allah and His Messenger have decreed a matter, that they should have any option in their decision. And whoever disobeys Allah and His Messenger, अभी तो flipping of faces नहीं आया है कौन सा नंबर है इस एहसाब आयत में अभी तो वो नहीं आया है लेकिन इधर क्या कहा है he has a believer she has indeed strayed I say he has indeed strayed into a plain error अभी ज़ैनब बिन जाश को अगेंस्ट हर विल शादी करनी पड़ी ज़ैद बिन ज़ैनब बिन जाश हाँ ज़ैद बिन हारिथ right now some confusion is coming in my mind again I need another anti-allergy pill but it stays the confusion तो मुझे थोड़ा रुक रुक के बात करनी पड़ेगी you see this here it's plain to see sometimes the answer is under our noses and we can't see it how brainwashed can we be तो मैंने कहा शिया का वो साइड पे करो कि he was his messenger was no one can trap him he's trapping everyone शियाज आप लोग देख रहे हैं no one can trap him can you see this who in the world can trap him Abu Bakr when did this ayat come I'm sure it must have come before when he married Abu Bakr's little kid, child, Aisha. I'm sure or not sure, but I don't think now like the Shias. Because here, the ayat is saying that it is not correct for a believing man or woman when Allah and His Messenger, this is Muhammad, this Messenger, as we take him to be, or the Muslims take him to be, decide a matter for them that they have a choice in accepting or rejoicing it, or rejecting it, rejoicing. So frustrating. My life is like this. अच्छा होती हूँ. I haven't even finished my breakfast tea and compelled to come here. Just breakfast tea, no breakfast. So compelled to come here, have some snack, supari and all this. Rejecting it. So thank you for bearing with me. Whoever disobeys Allah and His Messenger has clearly deviated from the straight path. Who trapped who? Abu Bakr trapped him to get married to his daughter. 6, 7, 8, 9 years old, consummated whatever the Sunni Hadiths say, what her age was, or is it him? अच्छा इतना तो आप देख सकते हैं ना, इतना तो मैं राइट हूँ ना, राइट हूँ या रॉन्ग हूँ, ये तो मैंने गलत नहीं लिया ना दिस, तो थोड़ा शैतान दुश्मन भी हैं. अभी मैं प्रॉफिट मोहम्मद की तरह हो गई हूँ. नो नो, like not this bad, no no. So दुश्मन सर पे, सर के अंदर बैठे हुए हैं, evil spirits. No, I did feel it. I have been feeling it in the morning also. So please bear with me. Look, in this, who is the one you cannot say no to? Who is the one you have to make a judge in your disputes, even if it be between Jews and idolaters, pagan idolaters? They are forced. If you don't, then you know, uh, he thinks people are after him. Every cry the hypocrites think is against them or something like this. There's another verse you can check. And a lot is at stake. ये देखिए अपने मेरी माँ बहन या मेरे पास तो कोई बड़ी बहन नहीं है. आई एम द एल्डेस्ट. आज़ादारी हुसैन की ये वो नहीं है, ये जस्टिस के बारे में है. दिस इज फॉर जस्टिस. Condition. Allah, yes, I did feel like this. Allah. ऐसा खाली हो जाएगी ये वो नहीं. This is for justice. You know what Hussein नाम होता था तो क्या होता था हमें? या Hussein, या Abbas, and you know what I mean? It's quite even now it has effect. Sorry, excuse me. So you see, so I had to leave my conditioning and all this behind and use my rational mind as much as is left. It's cracked. It's slow. I'll make many mistakes. I have been, but it's not the end of the world. मैंने कोई फतवा नहीं दिया है. I haven't given a fatwa or anything like that. Thank God. So let me see what it says there, because recently, what was the thing that they heard? Do they hear the? It is not for a believing man or woman when Allah and His Messenger have decided. Oh, Surah Najm, sorry. Now my mind is on Surah Najm, that do not dispute with him, and have you सूर्य नजम में ये है कि have you seen those gods? Heard or seen? देखेंगे. I'm quite tired. I don't put the. अच्छा अब थोड़ा सा. I've woken up, so I've been attacked. Muhammad, the messenger, did not deviate from the path guidance. So, it says like they were disputant, and when you're disputant, it doesn't mean that you don't want to, like the Shias will explain it to you, that you don't want, that he doesn't want you to ask questions, but he doesn't want you to be like that person who is asking either too many questions or argumentative against what he saw. If you would just keep quiet and listen to him, maybe it will sink into you what you saw. It is not but a revelation revealed, an angel of great strength. Sorry, I keep forgetting where's that ayat which says, have you seen? Oh, do not lie about what his eyes saw. Meaning, see, now people are coming up with different translations. So, do you idolaters argue with him about what he saw on the night, or do you lie about it? Let's put it this way, taking this verse, the previous one, abridged, or what is this, Sahih? No, abridged explanation of the Quran is the heart of Muhammad did not lie about what his eyes saw. So, are you going to lie about, so see the scenario. Let's see. The idol worshippers want to trap him, and Satan wants to cast things in his mouth when he speaks, things like, or, when he speaks of what he speaks. When the messengers, they all had this problem that Shaitan would come or try to, put some words in the mouths like that. So do you idolaters argue with him? See, argumentative, we are told, very like that bad idol worshippers. And where is Manat and Lat? Oh, but tell me, have you heard of Manat? Do they speak to you? Have you idolaters seen? So have you seen? أفرأيتم. Aitum. What does this mean? Have you heard them speak to you, or have you seen them? Have you heard them or have you seen them? I don't know. Arabic experts may help me. Quran experts in this. I would need someone's help. And Manad the third. So this is important. Have you seen them, heard them, or have you considered them? It's in a mess. We don't know. Quran only. If I want to be a Quran only, so, oh yes, I take this Aitum. You see how I do it is, it will take, you see, it takes time. Now I have to find this word in the Quran, if it's there, like that, right? Have you seen him? Have you seen them? So I was as a Shia, like, of course he's seen them. Of course they see him, see their idols. Oh, so I have to, what is this? Afara Aitumu. 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 What is this word in the Quran? Let me see. Quran verse. Like that. Sorry, it takes a long time. A12. Each surah, like not ayat, but what is A12? It's not autumn. So if you can find this word in another ayat in the Quran, whether it's C, oh, I was going to drop my mobile. I'm holding it now. Need something to put it here. High, high, at a high place. Etumo. Consider the fire you kindle. Is it you who grow it? Comfort desert travelers. Etumo. Etumo. Afara Etumo. Root. Root words in the ayat. So that no one can misguide you. You are sure about what this word means, whether it means see, hear. You see, there are these people who could be prejudiced. We all have it. So get it Etumo. Quran 3:7. So like this, I will be doing my search. Hmm? Is it seeing, hearing? And let's say even if it was hearing, did you hear this or did this family of Moses relics, which Bakra ayat is it? Surah Bakra. Relics of the family. I'm just being quick. Family of Harun. What happened to you inside you? Family of Harun wa Musa and the Musa verse. What happened to you? Did you hear the angels coming? Did you see the angels coming? What did it contain? Granted a heart. And the Prophet said unto them, behold, it shall be a sign of his rightful dominion. Rightful dominion. See, there's a person here. Dominion. King, kingdom. That you will be granted a heart endowed by your sustainer with inner peace and with all that is enduring in the angel born heritage, tabut, left behind by the house of Moses and the house of Aaron. Now you see here the idol worshipper, अरे हमें उधर बोल रहे हैं कि do you see, can you see, can you hear them? Does it contain any harm or any benefit for you? इधर बोल रहे हैं, even the relics of the family. Here, this verse is saying, Surah Baqarah, verse 248, the verse is saying it has inner peace. These are relics. The Prophet further told them the sign of Saul's meaning. This is an explanation. Saul's name is not mentioned here, but you can see from the previous ayat. The sign of Saul's kingship is that the ark will come to you containing ark, tabut, containing reassurance from your Lord and relics containing reassurance from your Lord. And relics of the family of Moses and the family of Aaron, which will be carried by the angels. Surely in this is a sign for you if you truly believe. Some translations of this, and the exact translation, very close to it, uh, Dr. Shahnaz Sheikh, Miss Kausar Khatri, and more, and said to them the Prophet, indeed a sign of his kingship is that will come to you the ark Tabut. In it is tranquility from your Lord. In it is tranquility from your Lord, and a remnant of what was left by the family of Musa and the family of Harun will carry it, the angels. Indeed, that is surely a sign for you. Can you hear the angels coming? Can you hear the Tabut speaking? I have a, listen, Tabut is speaking. I have peace inside of me that will come to you, the ark. In it, in the ark, Tabut. Hello, angels are carrying me. Look at me, look at me. So is it fair in Surah Najm to say to them, have you, O idolaters, seen these idols? Even if it was here, these idols. You tell me, tell me, until I have relight my fire. And like that, and so we go to we go to here. My note, this I say. Hope you can understand. You think I'm wrong? Many times, thousand times, then do not make lawful what Allah has made lawful. Ayat show. Surah Tahrim, yeah. If on oaths he says, Surah Tahrim. So if he is against Abu Bakr, he say his Allah also say that what you do harming your family, you make an oath, better you break it. And they don't have the wisdom, these elderly, that not to make an oath that will harm their family. So you know what he has done? Do not make your oaths and hindrances trying. Yes, we would say, yeah, there are these bad people who make oath. He cover everything, everything. But you know what I show you here last night? I find out why I make a mistake, because this place. Wait, here. I not want to leave my live stream here because I want to see comments, but I have to leave. So here in my Islam about the oath breaking, I find the one. Oh, I understand. myislam.org. You see, here authentic traditions indicate that if a person takes a vow and discovers later that righteousness and common good are best served by breaking that vow. Authentic traditions. You want to see this? Let me see if I can show you. So how I search for this? Uh, Let me see. Last night I searched about this, right? Surah Baqarah, verse 2 to 4, the one I could not understand last night. I went really dumb on it. I went extremely dumb on it. Here it is. This website, myislam.org, say Ala Maududi, English translation, looking for Ala Maududi. Do not use, do not use Allah's name for such oaths, which are taken to keep back where authentic hadiths. Here, ala Maududi, and then authentic traditions indicate that if a person takes a vow, very important, authentic traditions. This on Abu Bakr, I think. Abu Bakr trying to work out that what oath that you can break. I never break a oath, right? So, authentic traditions indicate that if a person takes a vow and discovers later that the righteousness and common good are best served by breaking, then would they not know difference that here, not to make oath all the time, say by God, by God, by God, I swear by God, or by God, by God, and where to make a oath. These stupid people, we are told, not understand, and this great revelation coming to him, praised one, mercy prophet, mercy messenger, mercy prophet. See this? Expiation consists now rivalry because Aisha and Hafsa. Anyways, I stress on Aisha because Abu Bakr's daughter, 6 year old, taken, married, consumed 9 years old. And he's saying that he not understand. So on okay, everything in your life you not to say by God, and you realize that some things are recommended. By God, I will not talk to that person. Even if that come in your mind, I know you Muslims are going to get me. But then when it comes to making peace, you break the oath. In anger, like talaq, talaq, talaq. Umar make the 3 talaq, right? She has not to practice. She has give time. 3 talaq. Triple talaq. Umar make it, we are told. And I checked that long time ago when I do my research on Shia Sunni. So you see, expiation consists in either feeding or providing clothes for 10 poor people. So now you are not even wise enough, these people we are told, that they all the time make oaths like this in anger. Baba, in anger, not to make oath, right? Right now, what my teacher taught, like she said, not to take God's name in vain. So I not in my life say, I swear by God, I not a lie. I swear here I didn't lie. I not to say like that. I even say that I think that even if the court call me, I not to put my hand on the Quran. I not take swear. I not. I just say, well, you'll have to. I cannot put my hand on the Quran. There was a time like that, and I was tested. And when I was tested, I shocked. I said, forget it, you are bad, Zahra. Because my cousin came and I said, the Quran is here. It was a family thing that I should have said, look, I don't remember saying this against your mother in the wedding. That no, no, she not come. Let the mother first come. I say, why you people are not talking to me, going silent on me? My cousins and all, and her bahus, her daughter-in-laws, At that time, she have only one daughter-in-law. So, like that, I say, why you people all stop? What is to go wrong here? Even two of my cousins. So then one cousin come home, and I ask him, and he tell me that his mother, my aunt, my mother's cousin, tell him that his mother, that she say, when I go line up for the rasam for the bride, she said, no, no, like that, very rude also. Or maybe politely, but she take me rudely, that no, 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 first let the mother come of the bride. It start with, I was taking care. I was here, there in charge for that. Oh, so they all stopped talking to me. So he come and their Quran on the shelf. And what I just say that, Quran on the shelf here. Oh, then I give it to myself that you say you go to court and you will not put your hand on the Quran here on a little thing. Uh, you say, Quran, that I not to, you should not, no, I did not say I don't remember. I said, no, I never say that to your mother. And maybe I forget, oh, Toba. Then kafara. And I just say, leave it. You are unreliable. You are gone case. You telling yourselves wise corrects that if court called me, I give myself afterward such a beating. You see, like that. Huh? Cousin come and why you? Oh my God, what have I done? I went against my principal, and well, maybe I reached St. Joseph's College. Very, very good. My principal. So that the Miss Desas thing, my teacher, what she taught me, going back, going away, and I become very mild and enjoying life as a teenager, my lost years. Okay, so like that, a little bit about my stupid self. Oh, I'm not a reliable. Help me. So Muji Baba, what he say? He say, leave all these things behind. What you believe in, it will not help you in your crisis. But it helped Imam Hussein. Hmm. See with conviction. Forget all this. That I will not do this, and I will giving yourselves wise corrects. I will. Oh, I will not swear by Allah. But take witness in dua book. I cannot. I cannot touch the Quran, even if it come on my life in the court case. I stand there in the kacheri, witness box. This is Zara. You take oath. I say, no, no, I'm not taking oath on the Quran. But I do that, and किस मट्टी के हम बने हुए हैं, clay. You see, from what clay we are, I have been made. Very, very bad. I must slap myself again when I remember that. So do not swear by Allah in your oaths if they are intended to hinder you from virtue, piety, and promoting the good of mankind. Authentic traditions indicate that if a person takes a vow and discovers later that righteousness and common good are best served by breaking that vow, then he should do so. Because now if I put these to Surah Tahrim, we come to. So if you not to get the Shia, not getting them, I'm not coming after your throats. I'm coming after your lineage. You say it. No, no. I'm doing this for the sake of justice. You will, or I big talk, no do big talk. First, you see what the text, holy text, Quran al Majid. noble. O messenger, why do you? Okay, so he broke. Now, Muslims, believers. It say Muslims here. Allah has already ordained for you Muslims. Muslims in bracket did not mention Muslim in the ayat. The dissolution of your oaths. And Allah is your protector, and He is the knowing, the wise. Now, I getting all confused. Okay, here about the oaths, you can dissolve your oaths. But what about what? Oh, believers, do not make a lawful. Oh, believers. O you who believe, make not unlawful tayyibat, all that is good as regards foods, things, deeds, beliefs, persons, etc., which Allah has made lawful to you, and transgress not. I get you like that. I work it out in my note last night. No, in my mind last night, and I put this small note here. So, quote Simon Wilder. Okay, movie quote from With Honors, one of my favorite movies. Simon Wilder, quoting Walt Whitman, Song of Myself. You shall no longer take things at second or third hand, not look through the eyes of the dead, nor feed on the spectres in books. You shall not look through my eyes either. And I mean it too. Nor take things from me. You shall listen to all sides and filter them from yourself. I've been trying to find this filter because Samirika says soul not good. How I get to the spirit. How we filter it. How we find that in ourselves, the filter. Unless we are thoroughly purified with a thorough purification. How we find it. Even communications fail. I may be saying something to you. You may have your mind made up about me. I make mistakes. I'm not coming. We are not coming here. Zahara makes too many mistakes. It's too frustrating to rely on her. But making mistakes is not a crime. The crime what he has made, you must see. You ought to see. Pointing fingers at others is imperfect human being. He is Taha, he is the perfect human being. Surah Taha, we did not send down the Quran that thou should be distressed. If on oaths, Surah 2, Ayat 224, then do not make a lawful, then go on that and show them that verse which I showed you here. Then do not. Now, what do you people say about this? We are sitting on it. I hope I not have to come back here again to correct myself. Let me see. Quran experts, Shias. Oh, wait. Very, very now. I lean because my head, I have to lean, put some rest my head. Wait. I have some cold tea here left, my breakfast tea. I put on very strong reading glasses. And this is not about compulsory prayer. This is even the good things. O you who believe, do not lie. Ya Mustafa, Ya Mustafa, anak la hibbek, Ya Mustafa, la. Do not, this is a command, right? Make unlawful. My mouth open. I'm kind of in a shock again. Why again and again I want to punish myself? The good things. So he's going to read it. Who will read it? Prophet Muhammad, the Messenger of Allah, is going to read it to you believers. He was supposed to read it and he read it out, yani reading it or reciting what Allah, Wahi, sent by Jibreel to Rusted Spirit. You see this? So if it, oaths, you see how he tried to say about the oaths, but now we catch him on what is lawful and unlawful. Do not make. Believers, do not make what is, do not make unlawful the good things of what? This is a command, do not. It is for you believers, how stupid you have made. So I have to crack up, sorry. So a lot is at stake, please. I'm not doing this for jesting Muhammad, Prophet Muhammad. Now it will take some time. Maybe I come back, correct myself, but I caught him. I think I caught him. I will not have to come back here to correct myself. Here he's caught. Oaths thing? Oh, well, okay. So you give me that great wisdom and Abu Bakr stupid and that great ayat verse here. Surah 2, verse 2 to 4. Do not swear by Allah in your oaths. Do not swear by Allah in your oaths if they are intended to hinder you from virtue, piety, and promoting the good of mankind. Surely Allah is all hearing, all knowing. Ibn Kathir al-Maududi. Al-Maududi's translation, Ibn Kathir's from the Hadith. Tradition, sorry. 243. Authentic traditions indicate that if a person takes a vow, see, I have to be very slow. This should be 15 minutes, 10 minutes, but no, we are learning. We will be making mistakes, my Islam. Where is it? Authentic hadiths. See, authentic traditions indicate that if a person takes a vow and discovers later, how he make nicely, how he put it, against oaths, right? And swearing on Allah, taking oaths, making vows. Al-Maududi Ibn Kathir, meaning translation of Al-Maududi about this ayat, and the authentic tradition by Ibn Kathir. These are Sunni sources and Sunni translation, same Quran. Authentic traditions indicate that if a person takes a vow and discovers later that righteousness and common good are best served by breaking that vow, then he should do so. Expiation consists in either feeding or providing clothes for 10 poor people, or setting free a slave, or fasting for 3 days. Now, you see what Abu Bakr's, um, not that he never broke a vow, but what his daughter trying to tell us here. Maybe they test him. O Prophet, why do you prohibit yourself from what Allah has made lawful for you, seeking the approval of your wives? And Allah is forgiving and merciful. Allah has already ordained for you Muslims the dissolution of your oaths. O Prophet, why holdest thou to be forbidden? So I get him on the lawful and the unlawful, right? O believers, O you who have believed, do not prohibit the good things which Allah has made lawful to you, and do not transgress. Indeed, Allah does not like transgressors. Here he put Allah does not like love. It's actually love. Allah does not love transgressors. Dr. Ghali put love, does not love the transgressor. But point here is, now tell me, Sunni, Shia especially, why you do this? Not that I'm giving a special, but I have to give special attention to Shias. Huh? Here, there is a command you say, like a hijab command, or, you know, or like that command. It is a command. Do not prohibit. No, it's not a command here. But about the hijab thing, khamar and this, and put over your bosom and jalbab and khamar, that you say is a command. People have to do it, hijab, full. You just for the short, brief, being, you know, easy, what do you call it? Hijab. Now my mind is, I think I need a break, right? It is a command. Do not prohibit. Do not is a command. Why not to look at this? So if you're stuck on the oaths, I bring you here. Surah Maida ayat 50, 87. So can you see how frustrating it is for me in life? Also, I make mistakes. I'm lagging behind. That lady was right in London. You say you take one step forward, three steps back. But could I be right in this? And Shia's not seeing this, that what he do? O you who have believed, do not command, prohibit. It's not a command. It's just recommended that you should not make. Okay, if you say this is recommended and this is not a command, law, do not make unlawful, then why rabbis and monks, these Jews, they make unlawful whatever the way it is, but let's see. Quran, I think it's in Surah Maida. I will now go to Surah Maida. I not want to see any other verse. This land will not be forbidden to them for 40 years, and they will remain wandering. Oh, God, I can't find it. A man who is convinced that the injunctions of God are right, but makes judgments contrary to them. Surely we revealed the Torah wherein there is guidance and light. Thereby did prophets who had submitted themselves to Allah judge for the Judaized folk, and so did the scholars and jurists. And they judged by the book of Allah, for they had been entrusted to keep it and bear witness to it. So, O Jews, do not fear men, but fear me, and do not barter away my signs for a trivial gain. Those who do not judge by what Allah has revealed are indeed the unbelievers. Here, now there's what do you call it? Explanation. Here, the verse tells the Jews that all the prophets were Muslims, submitting to God, whereas the Jews had deviated from Islam, submission to God, and true to their chauvinistic sectarianism, were content with remaining merely Jews. Rabbani, religious scholars, this explains, theologians, ahbar, religious jurists. 54, and therein we had ordained for them a life for a life, and life will be, and whosoever forgoes it by way of charity, it will be for him an expiation. Those, where is it that says, say that rabbis and the Jews were Zara? And they sent Jesus, the son of Mary, after birth, confirming the truth, the guidance, and the uh, and let the followers of the gospel judge by what Allah has revealed therein. And those who do not judge by what Allah has revealed are the transgressors. Judge by what Allah has revealed are the those who do not judge by what Allah has revealed are the transgressors. Believers, do not take the Jews and Christians for your allies. Can't find. Okay, let's see this one. Shall be regarded as one of them. Allah does not guide the wrongdoing people. You see, you have to judge by what Allah has revealed. Let the followers of the gospel judge in gospel Injil, Jesus Christ, Christians, by what Allah has revealed therein. And those who do not judge by what Allah has revealed are the transgressors. Do not judge by what Allah. Your prophet doing, making lawful what Allah has made unlawful for him. Okay, I not find that verse directly, that these Jews and they make unlawful, idolaters 1 year make lawful, another year make unlawful, things like that going on in the ayats, whatever. But let's, okay, take this one. Let the followers of the gospel judge. This Surah Maida ayat 47, right? By what Allah has revealed. You're going to judge. You will definitely judge by what Allah has revealed. Judgment, your judgment. Those who do not judge by what Allah has revealed are what? The transgressors, right? Remember this. Keep it, let it sink into you. Judge. Your prophet has taken an action, um, making it unlawful for himself what Allah has made lawful for him, prohibiting himself what Allah has made lawful for him. And you're going to make. He's another verse says that unless you don't make Muhammad the judge, messenger of Allah, Muhammad is not used there, the word name. Will you not be transgressors? Is he not a transgressor? He's more. He's taken an action in not in judgment, but against himself, against Allah. He's taken an action against Allah, and what is told the believers, do not make unlawful what the good things that Allah has made lawful for you. It does not mean compulsory. It means any fruit, any any meat. If it includes beef, eat it. If you want to, like so. Let the followers of the gospel judge by what Allah has revealed therein. Will you not trust Him to be a judge? And He said, don't go to Taghut. They're going to Taghut, even if there's an ayat there in the Quran. In my previous live stream, I showed you, or something, that even don't make, no, some video live stream like that. I've been referring to that ayat where it says, What does it say? First, I just tried to show you the Surah 547, or what? Let the followers of the gospel judge by what Allah has revealed therein. Revealed. Revelation doesn't come. He acts on his own. Surah Tahrim. He prohibits himself what Allah has made lawful for him. Forget that oath expiation is allowed in all this, and you take this root cause. Let the followers see, judge by what Allah. And there's another ayat, where is it, that say if you not to make him the judge in settling disputes among yourselves, you are. If you not make messenger of Allah judge in disputes. Sorry, this has to be slow. Disputes. You see that emoji? I think I also very shocked. But no, by your Lord, there will never be true believers until they accept you, O Prophet. Surah Nisa, ayat 65, right? Oh, what I find today. So 60, how I come to this, right? What? But no, by your Lord, they will not truly believe until they make you, O Muhammad, judge concerning that over which they dispute among themselves, and then find within themselves no discomfort from what you have judged, and submit in full willing submission, taslima. Right? What is my point here? My point here is that the Jews, Ahl Kitab, are supposed to also, even though they believe in Jesus Christ, and what these hypocrites claim is not true. Allah swears by Himself. Here, Allah is swearing by Himself that they will not have, Allah swearing by Himself, that they will not have faith until they refer for judgments. Who are the they? Ahl Kitab, idol worshippers, there at this time. Until they make, there's no way out for them. You see? Another point. For judgments to the messenger during his lifetime, and to the sacred law after his death, in every disagreement between them. This is not for the believers. This is addressed to, this is not for the believers. Don't tell me it would be worse. These men, Allah knows what is in their hearts. So keep clear of them, but admonish them and speak to them a word to reach their very souls. This could be for the believers, but he's saying that they don't even take him as a judge, right? In other words, keep clear from them. Keep clear from them, and you believers, you, because they are, if when they wrong themselves by committing sins, they had come to you, abridged explanation. This, Ahl Kitab, also, O Messenger, confessing what they had done and regretting it, repenting from what they did, and if they had asked for forgiveness from Allah, and you had asked for forgiveness. No. So, this about those Bedouin Jews, hypocrites. But no, by your Lord, they will not truly believe until they make you judge. This is about the Jews, Bedouins, who said, forgive us, we don't. But they didn't. This is about the Ahli Kitab. Because, you see, judging that over which they dispute among themselves, and then find within themselves no discomfort from what you have judged, and submit in taslima, full submission. 65 Shura is not the one. 4 Surah Nisa. Surah Nisa, 4th chapter. So, you see, it's for them that they did not make him the judge in disputes among themselves and did not fully submit. Had they done this, then they would have been truly believers and would have found, greater things coming, and I would have enabled them to come onto the straight path that leads to me and my paradise. And God has even sworn on himself, by your Lord. Oh, right. God has sworn on himself. This Allah, I tell you, shaitan. Oof, 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 oof. Well, 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 well. Oh, no resistance in this one, right? And what is this ayat that I came across? Maida? Let the followers of the gospel judge by what Allah has revealed therein, and those who do not judge by what Allah has revealed are the transgressors, right? Even in judgment about another. Wait a minute. So you can look at the scenario example. You can use every scenario possible, and I will try to, with my correct mind, let the followers of the gospel. And in what other ayat? Surah Maida. O you who have believed, do not prohibit the good things which Allah has made lawful to you, and do not transgress. No. But you consider 87 Surah Maida. And what did he do, Prophet Muhammad? Without waiting for a revelation from Allah, Surah Tahrim we are told, that's why Allah come and tell him without wait. So Surah Tahrim, O Prophet, why do you forbid what Allah has made lawful for you? So already the revelation has come that these all things, like what the wives are knowing you about, so they may hinder you from going to Zainab bin Josh or whatever good thing. Why you prohibit yourself? So the revelation has come and still he prohibit himself. What Allah has made lawful for you, O Prophet. How can you make him a judge for yourself? And there Allah is saying, by myself, yani by my Lord. That if you, that you, where he say this, right? You get it? I'm so shocked and tired. And let the people of the gospel judge by what Allah has revealed therein. Judge by. Here, Prophet Muhammad make a action forbidding himself what Allah has made lawful for him, revealed in his heart. In his heart. He's going against. He went against it. He already know the revelation that Allah revealed on his heart. But he's going. Maybe this revelation, what is he doing? Why are you people so confused? This is very, very easy, simple. And you're telling the Christians, and let the people of the gospel judge by what Allah has revealed therein, and whoever does not judge by what Allah has revealed. Okay, I know this is about judgment, judging, but by what Allah has revealed. So you judge by what Allah has revealed. And your prophet is doing what Allah had made lawful for him, but he make it unlawful himself. So can you trust such a, what else is there? Yet, no, by your Lord. They will not believe till they make you judge now. You judge regarding what they controvert among themselves. By your Lord, they will not, by your Lord. Allah is swearing by Himself. Rabb. Now, Allah is swearing by His Rabbaniyat, right? His being the Lord, which is providence, which is great provider, man, all this. Oh, wait. Oh, Rabbika. Oh, so, but he's not saying by Allah. He's saying by my Allah. He's saying, but no, by your Lord. What the English? Anyways, third person speaking, fourth person speaking. What? They will not truly believe until they make you, O Muhammad, judge concerning. How can they make him a judge over which they dispute the Jews and the Christians and the idolaters? But especially for the Jews, make you a judge among themselves. And what the previous ayat referring to Jews and Christians or only Jews right now? More, what is it leaning on? The Bedouins. Oh, this is Surah Nisa, ayat 65. Yes. So the previous ayat is, we send not a messenger but to be obeyed in accordance with the will of Allah. If they had only, when they were unjust to themselves, come unto thee and asked Allah. But the ones who didn't want to go for jihad and all this, and specifically, but generally, the Ahl Kitab and idol worshippers, disbelievers, every one of them. Okay? All right. I stand corrected. Not only the Jews, but all those who, but more inclination I'm giving to the Bedouins who asked for forgiveness, and yet He did not forgive them because they were hypocrites. They say with their tongues, and they would be so happy if they had these Muslims had not come back to you. Thought weird, evil thoughts come back to their family. Muslims, believers. But no, by your Lord, they will not truly believe until they make you, O Muhammad, judge concerning you, meaning Muhammad, judge concerning that over which they dispute among themselves, then find within themselves no discomfort from what you have judged in full submission by your Lord. Allah. So thank you, abridged explanation of the Quran. What these hypocrites claim is not true. Allah swears by Himself that they will not have real faith until they refer for judgments to the Messenger during his lifetime. And you see, Messenger, how can they refer their judgments, disputes to this Messenger when he keeps changing things? He makes oaths, okay. He makes what is unlawful. If you think oaths, okay, dissolve because, we are told in Surah Baqarah, verse 2 to 4, that do not make your oaths as a hindrance to what good you do, the goodness, the righteousness, and the third one is whatever the third one is, right? Here I got this Shias. Sorry to say it this way, Surah Tahrim. O Prophet, why do you forbid? You see, Allah's revelation is that what this is all lawful, but He's gone against His revelation that He claims has come on His heart. O Prophet, why do you forbid? Why? And forget the why, like He has forbidden what Allah has made lawful for you, for Him. So Shia's concentration is mostly on this oaths dissolving, you are allowed maybe, and but they forgot this ayat. In comparison to this ayat, Surah Tahrim, verse 1, what they forgot is, O believers, O you who believe, do not hold as unlawful the good things that Allah has made lawful for you, and do not transgress. So you would be transgressors also? Like, okay, like what? Do not go beyond. They say there's a comma here, but you know, Allah does not love the transgressors, although it's like written here. So even if these working now, we need to work it out. So would I could take so these gospel. Let the followers of the gospel judge by what Allah has revealed it therein to them, and those who therein in the gospel, yes, and those who do not judge by what Allah has revealed are the transgressors. So if you make unlawful what Allah has made lawful for you, you would be a transgressor. Your prophet was a transgressor. Surah Tahrim Ayat 1 tells us. I just work it out. In this, if I'm wrong, I will come back again today to correct myself later. Thank you very much. Please contemplate on these ayats.